I read a couple of research reports that indicated that people in the UK were only productive for about 2.5 hours a day. And there was a Canadian survey that said about 1.5 hours a day. So I started asking myself if I could change the way people worked, would I actually get better productivity?
And you did. I mean, what you're focusing on is the results. You want them to achieve certain goals, job-wise, no matter how long it takes them to do that. So if they can do it in the 4 days, then you're happy. Is that the idea?
That's exactly right. This is a conversation about productivity and outputs. And we spend most of our time, if we think about looking at people in a working week, we worry about how much time they spend in the office. But often that time in the office isn't that productive. You might be having a chat, you might be surfing the net, you might have somebody disturbing you when you're trying to concentrate on something, or you've got problems at home. And all of those things mean that in your working day, quite a bit of that time is spent not actually producing things as far as a company is concerned. And I just wanted to change that.
Why would not working 1 day a week actually make them more productive on the other 4? I mean, I see this and I think, well, boy, if they were as productive on those 4 days, if they worked 5, then you'd have a really profitable company.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the recognition that we're not automatons. We don't spend every hour of every day always being productive. There are lots of things that you do in an office that are social, that are because you've got to deal with that plumber who's coming to look at your house at home. And so it doesn't matter how you structure it, there is always going to be downtime. But if you give people more downtime, if you give them the ability to look after those things outside of the office by having an extra day, if you give them the opportunity to refresh themselves, then the chances are you get better productivity. And in order to do the work in 4 days, they actually have to work smarter. And that's what we found when we instituted the trial.
Is this all about attracting the millennials? They seem to value a quality of life over pay in and of itself and are willing to take a pay cut.
No, because, I mean, we pay exactly the same for the 4 days as we do for the 5. This is about the output that I get from you. But interestingly, the people that this really benefits are actually people with families, people with commitments outside of work. And they're desperately trying to balance it. In the modern world, quite often, both parents are working. They don't actually have the ability to handle these things other than in the office. And so when you give people a day off, this is life-changing. This is giving a father a chance to be a father 1 day a week, or a mother a chance to get home in time to pick the kids up from childcare. It's a big thing.